Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Grounded video. So, we know the full release is coming out in September. We don't have an actual date yet, but that means we've only got a short amount of time to get ready for that full release. Now, odds are they're only probably going to do another story reset similar to what they did with Bug Strike Back. Hopefully, and I doubt they will, hopefully they don't make everybody completely restart because a lot of people have thousands of days in this game, hundreds of thousands of hours in the game, and a lot of resources, a lot of play time to get where they are. Big old bases, everything. So, with that being said, I just want to cover 11 things that you need to be doing right now, or maybe you've already done, or else you're going to be behind when 1.0 releases. So let's go ahead and jump into it. First things first is now that we have the faction reactivity raids, one of the things you're going to do is need to build a base out of mushroom walls. Now, the mushroom walls have the best defense against insect raids right now. And the raids aren't too hard themselves, but if you do find yourself farther away from your base and something like that's getting attacked, the mushroom walls will hold up a lot better than the other walls, even your palisades and stuff like that. So go ahead, and if you haven't already, go ahead and get yourself a mushroom base built up pretty strong, and you'll be set for that. Next, I want to talk about the weapons and the weapon upgrade system. So all the weapons you now can upgrade through the smithing station up to level 9. See, we're a little behind right here. But you want to make sure you at least have one weapon, whatever your favorite weapon is, at least have one maxed out to level 9. Now, I would recommend having at least, let's go check out the weapons here, at least having already the Mint Mace, the Salt Morningstar, and the Spicy Coltana if you don't have those already. One, because those are primarily set amounts or set types of damage. So the Spicy Coltana is going to do spicy damage, obviously. Salt Morningstar is going to do salt damage, obviously. And the Mint Mace is going to do your fresh damage. So having those maxed out, you're guaranteed to have a level 9 Mint weapon, a level 9 Salt weapon, and a level 9 Spicy weapon. The Brood of the Club of the Mother Demon is nice to have, so if you want to go ahead and get those, then definitely Antland Greatsword is similar to the Spicy Coltana, but you can actually upgrade these to fresh or minty or even the regular way as well. So definitely have at least one weapon upgraded to level 9. And on that as well too, you probably want to go ahead and make sure you have at least one bow up to level 9 too. So if you've been hunting scarabs, odds are you already have a level 9 bow. If you don't already, definitely get one because one, it's going to help you kill the scarabs a lot easier, and two, you can still cheese a lot of the insects in the game. In late game, we don't know what insects we're going to be getting. Hopefully we get some new ones, but those can still be cheesed, like the green shield bug, black ox beetles, termites. Going into the termite den, you can definitely use the crow crossbow to kill those pretty easily. So definitely recommend at least having one of these bows up to level 9. Obviously, the crow crossbow does more damage, but it takes longer to reload. You can counteract that a little bit with the antlion armor, but definitely jump into those as well. So talking about antlion armor, I would definitely recommend having at least one set of armor upgraded to level 9 as well. Now, between bulky and sleek, I really wouldn't put too much stock into it. Let me go grab some armor here. So bulky is supposed to have more defense. Yeah, let's go ahead and take these.
Feeling a little safer now.
So bulky is supposed to provide more defense, but it really doesn't. From what the testing we've done with armor and stuff like that, it really doesn't matter what your defense is going up here. So the defense right here at 10% or whatever, if you're going for bulky versus sleek, and the 5% you get here, it's negligible. The defense, the 5%, the 10%, it's not going to matter that much. It's more advantageous to you to use the sleek path because then you're going to get these passive bonuses right here. So for roly-poly armor, we see the blocking strength right here. So mess around with it. Pick and choose what you want. I'd go ahead, if you want to test them out, make sure you have all the resources and everything to upgrade at least one armor set to level 9. Save your game, upgrade that level or that armor set to level 9. And if you don't like it, then reload your old save and then do it with an armor that you do like. We've gone through the whole armor set in a previous video, so I'll go ahead and link that in the description so you guys can check that out if you haven't already. But go ahead and pick one armor at least, whether it be medium, light, heavy, whatever insect armor you want. Just get it up to level 9, and that'll help you prepare for what's coming up with 1.0. So, all right, let's get into the next one here. So, talking about weapons and armor, one of the other things you're going to want to go ahead and upgrade as much as you can is the tools themselves. Let's go ahead and check those out. So we have the termite axe, which we know is really good at chopping right now. The black ox hammer, which really isn't useful for anything right now, but I definitely recommend it because as we get closer to 1.0 and the potential for one more update prior to that, I'm thinking around July 28th, we'll probably have an update because that's going to be the 2-year anniversary of Grounded. The black ox hammer is going to be useful going forward, so you might as well make it now if you can. Definitely the termite axe and a black ant shovel for right now. Odds are we're going to get a tier 3 shovel, so I wouldn't worry too much about upgrading this all the way, but at least have it. That way you can go ahead and stock up on your gum and stuff like that. So talking about that, one of the other things you're going to want to do is go ahead and start collecting all the resources, mainly the ones that you're going to need for armor upgrades and weapon upgrades. We know we're going to get new armor, we know we're going to get new weapons, and the best way to prepare for that is to go ahead and have all of those resources you're going to need to upgrade that to level 9 right off the bat. That way, if it's the Mantis armor or another set of armor that we saw in the trailer, whether it be the Black Ox, whatever you want to call it, that armor that everybody's talking about, go ahead and get those resources. You know, your pupa leather, your berry leather, your grub hides, which is a pain to gather, a crap ton of sap. You can see here that we've been getting our sap on right here. And real quick, I'll show you guys a little trick that somebody else showcased in a video, Mediocre Milton. So the turrets have a great use now. You can set up these pebblet turrets and put up a ton of sap collectors around it. You see right here. When you do this, I've got 4 little stations here, and I'm getting about 200 to 250 sap, I think like every other day. So that's a super quick way to go ahead and get a ton of sap. So do that right now so you can get a ton of those resources, get ready for that new armor set. And another thing you're going to need is a ton of crude rope. The best way to do this is just go ahead and get a ton of stems on your stem pallet here. Throw them in the grinder, because you see right here, for each stem you're going to get, it's going to be 8. So you throw 5 stems in here, that's 40 crude rope right there. Or 40 plant fiber, and then throw your plant fiber over here onto the spinning wheel, and you'll get a ton of crude rope. So stuff like that. You're going to want your quartzite for your armors, your salt shards, your spicy candies, your mint candies, and the potential for apparently some sour candies coming in the future too. But go ahead and stock up on all that, so when you do get those new weapons and those new armors, you can go ahead and just jump right in and start upgrading them, and then wrecking the rest of the insects that are coming down the road. One of the other things I want to talk about is the mutations, right? So odds are, if you've played the game for any amount of time, you have every mutation unlocked except Reliable Friend, if you don't have any friends like me. But anyways, I want to talk about some of the other mutations that you should definitely be using, and definitely make sure that they are upgraded all the way. One of them is going to be coup de grace right here. Critical chance. This is going to give you a 25% critical chance every time you use that, I believe. If not more. Maybe it's 35. Is it 10 and 25, or is it 25? Either way, you want this maxed out. The critical hit chance definitely helps out. Parry Master is a really good one too. It's going to definitely help out your perfect blocking, and we'll talk about that in a second. Meat Shield and Buff Lungs. These are basically the 4 that I run with all the time, and depending on my weapon, I'll change out Blade Master, Javelineer, Barbarian, and stuff like that. But these 4 right here should be the cornerstone of the mutations you use going forward. So definitely make sure that you have those unlocked. Definitely make sure that they are maxed out on their phases. And one other thing right here, Mithridatism, even though it's not 100% resistant to poison right now, that 75% is going to help you, whether you're fighting wolf spiders, the orb weaver juniors that have a poison attack now, and or the brood mother. So definitely make sure you take care of that. Sorry, I just had a moment there. We lost somebody dear to us to the brood mother. So anyways, check out your mutations. Make sure you've got these ones maxed out, ready to go. And the potential for other mutations is always there. If you don't have those maxed out, go ahead and make sure you check out the Milk Molar videos that are out there. There's a really great one, again, by, I'm going to talk about it again, Plugin Mediocre Milton has the best Milk Molar video out there. So go ahead and get all those molars, upgrade your stats and your mutations right there. Very simple. All right, now another thing is going to be the story itself. So we know that we have the labs. We'll go ahead and bring up the map here. So the pond lab, or the oak lab, doesn't really count as a lab. That's the one where you just go help out Burgle, you bring him to life, and that kind of sets the story tone starting off. But you're going to have the hedge lab, the pond lab, the haze lab, the black ant hill. Make sure that those labs are done prior to the time you get up here. And then if you want, go ahead and get all the extra tech chips that Burgle asks you for as well. We'll go here. Burgle. So you have the 5 tech chips here. These are the extra ones that can give you other stuff, unlock other recipes and stuff in the game. But definitely want to make sure that you have all the 4 labs done right here. That way, once the new story pops off, you guys are already ready. You don't have to go back and try to do all that stuff over again. Or you don't have to rush to try to get those done just to get ready for what's coming up in the potential new update and 1.0 itself. So I believe that's all we have to talk about in this video. So there is going to be, you know, a lot of stuff going on. They're still holding back a lot of the stuff. A lot of stuff we don't even know what is coming. They did show the trailer, And the way they're doing it, they're not going to show everything in the trailer because they still do want surprises for us players. So go ahead and make sure that you're setting everything up. Get your mushroom base, get your weapons, armor, everything set up. Go ahead and start gathering resources. And if you're bored right now, go ahead and collect the gold cards like we're doing on our streams lately. So that's what we got for this video, guys. Make sure you take care of yourself, take care of each other. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. We'd love to have you join the community. Link to join the Discord in the description itself. With that being said, everybody, stay original. We'll see you guys in the next video. Later.